Meigs Marauders are looking to stay in the top spot of the TVC-Ohio. Welcome back to Full Court Press. I'm your host, Ty Carpenter, and joining me to talk about Meigs' next conference match with River Valley is Carly Conkler.
Thanks, Ty. The last time we saw these two play each other, Meigs was an offensive powerhouse, and they ended up pulling away the win by 23 points. As you can see, Carson Davis laid down 29 points and pulled down 18 rebounds. Colbin Buechler added another 16 points, and Owen Tracy rounded out the leaders with 14. Austin Richardson led for the Raiders with 21 points and 9 rebounds, with Landon Burns adding 11 points and Lucas Flint adding 7 points and 7 rebounds.
Yeah, so now let's talk about the Raiders for a second. Despite having an overall losing record, they've picked some big wins lately.
Yeah, last week they won against conference rival Alexander by 10 points. It was almost play for play, the exact game we saw between the two earlier in the season, where they won by 13. Richardson put up 22 points against them, with Tyler Wooten and Gage Hill adding 9 points. Coming into this week, they won against Sugar Creek Christian Academy on Monday by 22 points. On Wednesday, they did lose to Athens, but they put up a fight. That loss pushed them into 5th place in the TVC, where Meigs is in the lead.
Yeah, so now it's time to talk about the team on the other side. Who do the Raiders need to look out for on Meigs?
Yeah, as we said earlier, Carson Davis, Colbin Buechler, and Owen Tracy are all threats. When they played Jackson early this week, Davis had 18 points, with Buechler posting 10 and Tracy adding 7. The three work to do their jobs individually to have payoff as a team. Owen Tracy, as a guard, works to make sure his teammates have their opportunities to be open and be able to shoot. This is what helps Colbin, and especially Carson, score the points they are able to. When this system works efficiently, we see Carson posting 33 points and Colbin posting 15 like they did in a big game against Athens a couple weeks ago. Now let's talk about how the conference could play out. If Meigs and Wellston both win out, they would share the conference title. But if Wellston wins their next games and Meigs loses at least one of their next two, then Wellston wins the conference outright, and the same happens if Meigs wins their next matchups and Wellston loses at least one of theirs. Benton County and Nelsonville York need help but are not out of the race just yet. This next stretch for the Marauders is certainly important and will definitely be fun to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Thanks, Carly. Episode 5 of Hardwood Heroes is this Sunday at 11 p.m. on WOUB and the WOUB YouTube channel. In the meantime, keep watching the Full Court Press and all of our content on social media. That's Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok for everything TVC basketball. And as always, we're reminding you to be heroic.